Ever wonder what happened to those classic sandwiches that used to be everywhere but seem to have vanished? Over the years, food trends have shifted, pushing some once loved sandwiches into obscurity. But even though these sandwiches might not be on menus anymore, they still have a special place in our memories. Each one tells a story about a simpler time when meals were homemade and comfort was just a bite away. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane, revisiting those forgotten favorites that once filled lunchboxes, dinner tables, and our childhoods. First, fried liverwurst sandwich. The fried liverwurst sandwich was a common favorite on 1950s dinner tables, particularly for families looking for an affordable, filling meal. Liverwurst, made from pork or beef liver, was typically sliced thick and fried until the edges were crispy, giving it a rich, savory flavor with a crunchy texture. Often paired with sautéed onions for sweetness and a spread of mustard for a tangy kick, all sandwiched between hearty rye bread, this sandwich stood out with its bold flavors. Liverwurst was an economical protein choice, perfect for families needing to stretch their grocery budgets. For many, this sandwich brings back memories of sitting around the family table, enjoying simple, homemade meals that were both satisfying and frugal. Though you don't see it as often today, the fried liverwurst sandwich still holds a special place in the hearts of those who remember its unique taste and the times it represents. Egg and sardine sandwich. The egg and sardine sandwich was a protein-packed meal that gained popularity in the 1940s and 50s, particularly in households where canned sardines were a pantry staple. Hard-boiled eggs were sliced and layered with sardines on toasted bread, offering a rich and savory meal. The bold flavors of the sardines, balanced by the eggs, created a filling dish that was perfect for lunch or dinner. During the post-war years, sardines were an affordable source of protein, making this sandwich a practical choice for families. It was appreciated for its nutritional value and ease of preparation. Though it's rarely seen today, the egg and sardine sandwich is a nostalgic reminder of meals made from pantry staples. If these stories are bringing back memories, consider subscribing to discover more forgotten flavors from the past. Bologna and applesauce sandwich. The bologna and applesauce sandwich was a surprising yet popular choice during the 1960s, loved for its unique mix of sweet and savory flavors. The tangy applesauce contrasted with the salty bologna, creating a sandwich that found its way into many lunchboxes. Kids loved the sweetness, while parents appreciated the quick, easy preparation that offered something different from the usual sandwich options. This combination of bologna, an affordable lunch meat, with applesauce wasn't just about convenience. It reflected the creativity of the time when families often made do with simple ingredients. While it might seem odd today, it was considered both economical and tasty back then. A fun twist on a classic lunch that appealed to both kids and adults alike. Sardine and vinegar sandwich. The sardine and vinegar sandwich was a bold and flavorful choice that became popular in the 1940s and 50s. Canned sardines, often preserved in oil, were a practical and affordable source of protein, especially during and after World War II. Paired with a splash of vinegar for extra tang, this sandwich was served on rye bread, creating a simple yet satisfying meal. The use of preserved foods like sardines reflected the resourcefulness of the time, with families making the most of what was available. Vinegar added flavor and acted as a preservative, making this a long-lasting favorite. For those who remember it, the sardine and vinegar sandwich brings back memories of simpler times when meals were made from basic ingredients yet packed with flavor. Cheese and Marmite sandwich. The cheese and Marmite sandwich was a love-it-or-hate-it classic from the 1950s, known for its bold, savory flavor. Marmite, a yeast extract with a salty, intense taste, was spread thinly on bread and paired with sharp cheddar cheese, creating a sandwich that offered a unique contrast of flavors. This British-inspired dish found its way to American tables during times of food rationing, thanks to its rich nutritional value and affordability. Marmite was packed with nutrients, making it an easy way to add flavor and protein to meals. Combined with cheese, this sandwich became a quirky but beloved choice for those with adventurous tastes. For many who grew up with it, the cheese and Marmite sandwich brings back memories of a time when simple, affordable meals could still offer bold, satisfying flavors. Scrambled egg and ham sandwich. The scrambled egg and ham sandwich was a breakfast staple in the 1950s, offering a quick yet hearty start to the day. This sandwich combined fluffy scrambled eggs with savory ham tucked between toasted bread. Whether made at home or in a diner, it provided protein and flavor, making it a favorite for busy families. In post-war America, where convenience was key, this sandwich fit the bill. It was customizable with cheese or spreads like butter and mustard, and it was an easy option for parents to whip up before sending everyone off for the day. Though the sandwich has faded from regular breakfast menus for many, it's a nostalgic reminder of a time when breakfast was cooked from scratch and enjoyed together. Liver sausage and onion sandwich. The liver sausage and onion sandwich was a classic staple in the 1960s and 70s, especially in working-class households. The savory, rich flavor of liver sausage paired with sharp, slightly sweet onions created a hearty sandwich that was both satisfying and economical. To prepare, spread liver sausage, often in the form of liverwurst, onto slices of rye or white bread. Add thinly sliced onions and, for extra flavor, a bit of mustard or a sprinkle of black pepper. Some variations included pickles or even buttered bread. This sandwich was known for its strong, savory flavors and was a filling option for lunch or dinner. Liver sausage sandwiches were particularly popular in European immigrant communities in the U.S. during the mid-20th century. The robust flavor made it a favorite in working-class households where budget-friendly and nutritious meals were essential. Though not as common today, it remains a nostalgic sandwich for those who grew up eating it. Fried bologna and mustard sandwich. The fried bologna and mustard sandwich was a budget-friendly favorite in the 1950s and 60s. Bologna, a processed meat, was sliced thick and fried until crispy, creating a smoky flavor. Paired with mustard on white bread, this simple sandwich was a go-to for quick lunches or dinners, elevating a basic ingredient into something satisfying. In working-class households, fried bologna was a practical filling option that stretched grocery budgets. It was also a favorite in lunchboxes and after-school snacks. The sharp tang of mustard complemented the salty, crispy bologna, making it a memorable comfort food for many. Though it's less common today, the smell of bologna frying still brings back memories of simpler meals enjoyed by generations. Cold meatloaf and gravy sandwich. The cold meatloaf and gravy sandwich was a practical way to use leftovers, especially in the 1950s and 60s. After dinner, leftover meatloaf was sliced and paired with gravy, tucked between slices of bread. This hearty sandwich reminded people of the comfort of home-cooked meals and was a lunchtime favorite. For families, meatloaf was an economical dish that could be stretched across meals, and this sandwich was an easy way to repurpose it. Some toasted the bread or added mustard for extra flavor. While it's less common today, this sandwich is a nostalgic reminder of a time when no meal went to waste. Corned beef and coleslaw sandwich. The corned beef and coleslaw sandwich was a deli classic in the 1950s and 60s. Salty corned beef paired perfectly with crunchy, tangy coleslaw, all on rye bread. This sandwich was popular for lunch breaks, offering a filling and satisfying meal without much prep. Corned beef was a staple at delis, and the coleslaw added a refreshing contrast, making this sandwich a favorite for both workers and families. For those who remember it, this sandwich brings back memories of classic deli counters and simple, no-fuss meals. Though it's not as widespread today, it remains a nostalgic favorite of deli culture. Grape jelly and cream cheese sandwich. The grape jelly and cream cheese sandwich was a sweet and creamy favorite, especially among kids, in the 1960s and 70s. Rich cream cheese paired with the sweet tang of grape jelly, spread on soft white bread, made for a fun and indulgent snack, often packed in lunchboxes or enjoyed after school. This sandwich required just pantry staples, making it a go-to for busy parents. The combination of savory and sweet made it a hit, and some families even added a sprinkle of cinnamon for extra flavor. For those who grew up with it, this sandwich brings back fond memories of childhood snacks and carefree afternoons. Chicken salad and grapes sandwich. The chicken salad and grapes sandwich added an upscale twist to the classic chicken salad. Chopped chicken, mayonnaise, and celery mixed with sweet grapes made this sandwich a favorite at picnics, brunches, and tea parties in the 1970s. The grapes added a refreshing burst of sweetness to the savory chicken salad. Often served on croissants or whole grain bread, this sandwich was a bit more elegant than its traditional counterpart. For many, it reminds them of family gatherings where fresh, homemade dishes were shared. Though less common today, it remains a delicious reminder of the creativity that shaped everyday meals in the 70s. Fried Spam and Pineapple Sandwich. The fried Spam and pineapple sandwich was a unique favorite in the 1950s, especially in regions influenced by Hawaiian cuisine. Spam, a canned meat, became popular during and after World War II for its long shelf life and affordability. When fried, Spam developed a crispy texture that paired well with the sweetness of grilled or canned pineapple, creating a satisfying blend of salty and sweet flavors. For many families, Spam was a pantry staple, and adding pineapple gave the meal a tropical twist. Often served on toasted bread or rolls with mustard or mayo for added flavor, it was a quick and affordable meal. Though not as common today, the fried Spam and pineapple sandwich is a nostalgic reminder of a time when families made the most of simple ingredients to create flavorful dishes. Cheese Whiz and Salami Sandwich. The Cheese Whiz and Salami Sandwich became a popular snack in the 1960s and 70s, especially among kids. Cheese Whiz, a processed cheese spread, added a creamy, sharp flavor that paired perfectly with salty, savory salami. Often served on white bread or crackers, this quick and indulgent sandwich was a lunchtime favorite. Cheese Whiz, introduced in the 1950s, was loved for its convenience, requiring no refrigeration. Combined with affordable salami, it created a colorful, budget-friendly snack that kids loved. Though Cheese Whiz has fallen out of favor in recent years, this sandwich is a nostalgic reminder of mid-century snacks that were both simple and fun. Cold turkey and stuffing sandwich. The cold turkey and stuffing sandwich was a beloved post-Thanksgiving treat in the 1960s and 70s. Families would layer cold turkey and leftover stuffing between slices of bread, sometimes adding cranberry sauce or gravy. This sandwich allowed the holiday flavors to linger a little longer, making the most of leftovers in a comforting and indulgent way. For many, the cold turkey and stuffing sandwich was as anticipated as the Thanksgiving feast itself, offering a simple but hearty meal the day after. Though primarily a seasonal treat, it remains a nostalgic reminder of family gatherings and the joy of savoring holiday leftovers. Peanut butter and tomato sandwich. The peanut butter and tomato sandwich was a surprisingly popular lunch option during the 1950s and 60s. Especially in rural and southern households. Combining the creamy, slightly sweet peanut butter with the juicy, tangy bite of fresh tomatoes, this sandwich offered a unique contrast of flavors that may seem unusual today. However, it was a quick and easy way to make a filling lunch with ingredients that were often already on hand. Peanut butter was a common staple in many households, prized for its affordability and high protein content. Adding fresh, homegrown tomatoes gave the sandwich a burst of freshness, especially in the summer months when tomatoes were in season. The simplicity of this meal made it a go-to for busy families looking for a quick bite that still delivered on taste and texture. For those who grew up enjoying the peanut butter and tomato sandwich, it's a nostalgic reminder of childhood lunches spent at home or with family. The unique combination of flavors made it stand out, and while it may not be as popular today, it still holds a special place in the memories of those who remember its distinct taste. Chicken and cranberry sandwich. The chicken and cranberry sandwich was a popular choice during the holiday season in the 1960s and 70s, combining leftover roasted chicken with the tart sweetness of cranberry sauce. It was a flavorful and festive sandwich that many enjoyed, especially around Thanksgiving and Christmas time. Start with slices of roasted chicken or leftover turkey. Spread a layer of cranberry sauce, either homemade or canned, on a slice of bread. Layer the chicken over the sauce and, if desired, add a slice of Swiss cheese or a bit of mayonnaise. Top it with another slice of bread and serve on whole wheat or white bread for a sweet, savory bite. This sandwich became popular due to the ease of using holiday leftovers and the delightful combination of the savory chicken with the tart cranberry sauce. It was often enjoyed as a post-holiday meal and remained a seasonal favorite, bringing back memories of family gatherings and festive feasts. Fried cornbread sandwich. The fried cornbread sandwich was a Southern classic, popular in the 1950s and 60s. Leftover cornbread was often fried in butter or oil until it became crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. It was then served as a sandwich, either on its own or with fillings like bacon, ham, or even a drizzle of syrup for a sweet, savory twist. This sandwich was a staple in many Southern homes, where cornbread was a regular part of meals. This dish was born out of practicality. Cornbread was a common side, and frying the leftovers created a new, delicious meal without any waste. The crispy texture of the fried cornbread combined with the richness of butter made it a comforting and satisfying treat, especially when paired with simple fillings. Whether eaten for breakfast or as a snack, the fried cornbread sandwich was an easy, flavorful way to extend the life of homemade cornbread. For those who grew up in the South, this sandwich evokes memories of family kitchens where nothing was ever wasted, and creativity in the kitchen was key. Though it has faded from popularity today, the fried cornbread sandwich remains a nostalgic reminder of a time when simple ingredients could be transformed into something special with just a little effort. Bologna and cottage cheese sandwich. The bologna and cottage cheese sandwich was a popular lunch option in the 1960s, especially for families seeking a quick and filling meal. Bologna, a budget-friendly processed meat, was often paired with a generous spread of cottage cheese, which added a creamy texture and a slight tang to balance the saltiness of the bologna. The sandwich was usually served on white or wheat bread, making it a simple yet satisfying choice. This combination offered a contrast of flavors and textures, with the smooth, mild cottage cheese complementing the hearty bologna. It was a favorite for lunchboxes, picnics, and quick dinners, as it required minimal preparation and used ingredients that were readily available in most households. Cottage cheese was also viewed as a healthy addition, adding protein and calcium to the meal. For many, the bologna and cottage cheese sandwich is a reminder of childhood lunches when simplicity was key and meals were made with whatever was on hand. Though this combination may seem odd today, it was a staple of mid-century kitchens and continues to evoke nostalgia for those who grew up with its unique flavor. Crab and avocado sandwich. The crab and avocado sandwich was a luxurious twist on the typical sandwich, popular in coastal regions during the 1970s. Fresh crab meat, often lightly seasoned with lemon juice and herbs, was paired with creamy avocado slices to create a delicate, flavorful sandwich. This combination was often served on toasted whole grain bread or a soft roll, offering both rich textures and a blend of savory and buttery flavors. Avocados, which became more widely available in the U.S. during this period, added a healthy, creamy element to the dish, while the fresh crab gave it a light, oceanic flavor. This sandwich was often seen at summer picnics or brunches, providing a more upscale option compared to the typical lunch fare. It also represented a shift toward healthier, more sophisticated eating, as people began experimenting with fresh ingredients in their meals. For those who grew up near the coast, the crab and avocado sandwich brings back memories of beachside lunches, where fresh seafood was a regular treat. Although it may not be as common today, this sandwich remains a nostalgic favorite for those who remember the unique, indulgent flavors of the 70s. Tuna salad and pickle sandwich. The tuna salad and pickle sandwich was a favorite during the mid-20th century, offering a creamy, tangy, and crunchy combination that made for a satisfying lunch. The smooth tuna salad, mixed with mayonnaise and celery, was paired with the tangy crunch of pickles, creating a refreshing yet hearty meal. To prepare, mix canned tuna with mayonnaise, finely chopped celery, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Add some chopped pickles or a few pickle slices for a tangy contrast. Spread the mixture between slices of whole wheat or white bread, and for extra flavor, consider adding a slice of lettuce or tomato. This sandwich was especially popular in the 1960s and 70s, as it was easy to make with pantry staples and provided a balanced, protein-packed meal. Whether served in lunch boxes or at picnics, the tuna salad and pickle sandwich was a go-to for families seeking something light yet filling. While not as common today, it still holds a special place in the hearts of those who remember its unique flavor combination. Pineapple and mayonnaise sandwich. The pineapple and mayonnaise sandwich was a unique combination that became popular in the 1950s. The sweetness of the pineapple paired with the creamy richness of mayonnaise created a distinct flavor that stood out. Often served on soft white bread, this sandwich was a go-to for a quick snack or a light lunch, especially during summer picnics. Families loved this sandwich because it was easy to make, using just a few ingredients that were often already on hand. The contrast of sweet and creamy flavors made it surprisingly satisfying, and it became a nostalgic favorite for those who grew up with it. Though it might seem unusual now, back then this sandwich was a fun and simple way to add a bit of flair to a meal. If you want to bring a piece of the 1950s back to your kitchen, the pineapple and mayonnaise sandwich is a quirky but delicious option to try. Cucumber and chive cream cheese sandwich. The cucumber and chive cream cheese sandwich was a popular choice in the 1960s and 70s, especially for afternoon teas and light lunches. The cool, crisp cucumber combined with the tangy flavor of chive-infused cream cheese creates a refreshing and light sandwich that was both simple and elegant. To prepare, thinly slice fresh cucumbers and pat them dry. Mix cream cheese with finely chopped fresh chives, a pinch of salt, and a dash of lemon juice. Spread the chive cream cheese on slices of white or whole grain bread. Layer the cucumber slices on top and sandwich the slices together. For an extra touch, trim the crusts and cut the sandwich into dainty triangles, as was often done for tea sandwiches in this period. During the 60s and 70s, light, refreshing sandwiches like this one were commonly served at social gatherings, particularly during afternoon tea or garden parties. The sandwich reflects a time when meals were simple but elegantly presented, perfect for casual yet refined occasions. These forgotten sandwiches are more than just meals. They're reminders of simpler times. Each sandwich reflects how families once used basic ingredients to create comforting dishes. Though food trends have changed, these classics still hold a special place for those who remember them. Bringing back one of these sandwiches is a way to relive the past and enjoy the simple joys of homemade food. Why not give one a try and bring a taste of nostalgia back to your kitchen? If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, like, subscribe, and comment on which sandwich you'll be recreating.